Dreams and bones and bats and bones and teenage monsters in haunted homes, a ghost on the stair, a vampire's bite. Better beware, there's a full moon tonight.
Hello, classmates. Welcome to another episode of Middle Class Film Class. I'm your host for today, Pete.
I'm Tyler.
And today we are going to be reviewing our final movie of B-Movie September. We changed halfway through the week. Yes. Not even halfway through the week, the last second.
Yeah, the last second.
Originally, we had a different movie in mind, which we'll talk about in a second. But right now, we're going to be watching Barbarella.
Geiger, back up. There's a room behind you. Come.
The trailer was like 4 minutes long, so...
Yeah.
Chamber of ultimate
sexual desire.
Solution.
I don't like the sound of that.
To find a solution. Where did I know that from?
I think we better get out of here. Tell me, what is that horrible thing under the floor?
That is the matmos, my child.
The matmos?
Well, you really are from Earth. You don't understand.
No.
The matmos. Yes. Well, you see, the whole city is built over a lake. It's a very curious lake. Composed like you and I of living energy, but energy in liquid form. And it watches us. It is magnetic. And being positively charged, it feeds on negative psychic vibrations.
That makes no sense.
What you would call evil. Yes, it thrives on evil thoughts, deeds, and flesh. And in return, it gives us warmth, light, and life itself. But it has a terrible appetite. Perhaps you'll see some other time.
No,
Don't be concerned, my
Geiger.
child. You see him again soon enough.
Stupid name.
Now, if you'll just come this way. Sit. I'm afraid you must do as I say.
That was the weirdest whip sound I've ever heard in my life.
Please?
Oh, Barbarella's dead.
Oh, Moxie, what?
No, she's just in the pit.
They basically just showed the end of the movie, essentially, in the trailer.
So that wasn't even a trailer. That wasn't a trailer. That was just a clip, one scene from the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Barbarella. What a movie this was. That was 2 minutes of that movie.
Yeah.
And there is a whole... How many minutes? 98
like
minutes. There's a whole 96 more minutes of that, from where that came from, if I didn't sell you on it.
Yeah.
So, Barbarella, in the 41st century, an astronaut seeks to stop an evil scientist who threatens to unleash a powerful weapon upon the galaxy. Directed by Roger Vadim, written by Jean-Claude Forest, Terry Southern, and Roger Vadim, starring Jane Fonda, the great Jane Fonda, John Philip Law, and Anita Pallenberg, amongst others. So, this movie's bonkers.
Yeah.
Do you consider this a B movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is B. This is a B movie for sure.
For sure.
We did it.
Yeah.
This is a low budget. It is poorly acted.
Mm-hmm.
It has a terrible story.
Yes.
So it checks all the boxes of the modern reinterpretation of B movies, I suppose. Right?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm gonna get, since Joseph's not in here, I'm just gonna get us.
Okay.
Just the two of us. Okay, so why are we watching this movie? This is the fourth movie of B Movie September. Mm-hmm. We've done Deathgasm, which was your pick.
Yeah.
The Deadly Spawn was my pick. And then Joseph's was...
Toxic Avenger.
The Toxic Avenger, that's right. And so for the fourth pick, as is tradition, the Patreon gets together, they throw out a bunch of ideas, and we vote on which one is the best one. Mm-hmm. Well, there's a million potential B movies, so we didn't have any one consensus of what what basically we were going to watch. We didn't have any not like 3 or 4 people voted for one ever. There was just basically just one vote for all these different movies, and Barbarella was one of them. I'm going to go in and read. I'm going to read the comments so I can tell everybody what we had option for. Okay, so Heather says The Abominable Dr. Phibes, which we've already reviewed, so we can't do that one. Super Fuzz, also from Heather. Masterpiece of Ridiculousness in Theaters, first run. She saw it in 1980. Heather also says There's Nothing Out There, often called Scream, before the movie Scream came out. Blades from 1988, I think, or maybe 86. And then Barbarella, which was another Heather choice. So this is a Heather pick. Before we watched this one, we have another bunch of comments from Joe Bridges. We have A Bucket of Blood, which I've actually watched that as a recommendation. I thought it was great. The Intruder and I Married a Monster. And The Intruder was originally what we picked because it seemed like as a pretty good off the beaten path pick, one that we'd never heard of before.
Yeah.
And was different than the other types of B movies. Like it wasn't a monster movie, it wasn't a sci-fi movie. And we're like, okay, this could be good. Maybe the intruder is the devil or something like that, you know?
Yeah.
Released in 1962 and directed by Roger Corman, one of his earliest movies and one of his only financial failures. So we originally chose The Intruder from 1962 and it's starring a very young William Shatner. Yes. Who's doing a great performance. And I got to say, it didn't feel like a B movie.
No, it didn't. I mean, my expectation was it was going to be kind of like a hokey William Shatner movie with some laughs at how bad it is.
Sure.
Ended up being a very strong commentary on our society.
Yeah, racism and integration and whatnot.
It was in the weird transitioning of ending segregation.
Yeah, exactly. And we're going to talk about this next week because Joseph's not here, but all 3 of us watched it in anticipation for the movie. Joseph got sick. We postponed the movie a day, and when I realized he wasn't going to be able to be here, I asked Tyler, do you want to pick another movie? You want to do something that's more B movie friendly?
I was immediately, yes.
Yes, he didn't even let me finish typing. And we picked together Barbarella. Yeah. And I'm glad we did because, well, boy, with this movie.
Yeah, that movie is the embodiment of, it's the essence of a B movie.
You talking about Barbarella?
Yeah, Barbarella.
Yeah.
Definitely strong contrast from The Intruder. Yes,
it's definitely shitty production, definitely bad acting.
Yes.
But I gotta say, I still think that Jane Fonda did a good job.
Yeah. I mean, like, out of all the performances in that terrible film, she was probably the best performer.
John Philip Law playing Pygar. What a dud! What a dud! What a dud that performance is.
I mean, I question if he was even alive.
I know. Wait a second. I like the part where they blow up the black guard or whatever. And she's like, "It's straight at your feet, to the left," and he goes to the right, and then. Yeah. Okay, ready and shoot now.
Yeah, it's so stupid.
Was this your first watch?
Oh yeah.
Okay, yeah. I've never seen this before. Brianna had seen it before.
Really?
I don't know where, but she said, "Yeah, you can watch that without me." She said, so that's an indictment. But I did have a lot of fun watching it. So let's go ahead and give our initial reactions, Tyler.
Okay. I mean, I knew going into this movie it was going to be like cheesy B movie. I didn't have high expectations. But I mean, it wasn't that great. Like, I mean, and I'm talking about like, because like, again, going in with the expectation that it's not going to be a very well made movie, but like something like Deadly Spawn wasn't a great movie either, but it was funny as hell.
Yeah.
And same thing with Toxic Avenger. It wasn't great, but funny as hell. This movie had some funny moments. I will say that the acting really accentuated the shittiness and funny moments. The story, I kind of forgot what was happening in the movie.
Yeah.
Like there's only one plot point that they mentioned in the beginning when the president of the Earth.
Yeah, president of the Earth Federation or whatever.
Yeah, it was literally just president of the Earth,
Okay.
which our current president of our country is trying to become.
Okay, yeah.
He says Barbarella has to go find this scientist on this planet.
Duran.
Duran. And I don't know. I can't remember why she had to find him. I can't remember if he was imprisoned or I don't know.
He was trying to create a weapon.
That's right. Okay.
And I don't know if in what capacity that mattered.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they banned weapons on Earth too, so that was confusing.
And sex.
And so that was just bonkers. Like the way that they get each other off is they take a pill and then they put their hands like together, and then that's how they get off. That guy, when he was doing it with Jane Fonda's character,
Yeah. What's her name again?
Barbarella.
Barbarella.
Yeah, Barbarella. Like, dude, like he got off so hard that his fingers started smoking.
Yeah, it's never happened to you before. You ever came so hard your finger smoke?
No, I've not achieved that level of an orgasm yet, but I strive to at some point in the future. Yeah. So I felt like this movie was pretty hard to watch, though. I mean, it's an hour and 40 minutes. Not a lot is going on. It's really it is boring for, I would say, 80% of the movie. That's probably being generous too. So yeah, it wasn't that great, and I'm so glad I didn't rent this movie. I was able to watch it. There's this website called the internetarchive.org.
Yeah, Internet Archive.
That's where I watched it. They had like a VHS rip of this movie, so the quality wasn't great, but I mean, I don't care. Yeah, I was disappointed a little bit, but I did laugh at some, like, genuinely, like, had some good laughs in there. But overall, it was not that fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So overall, not great.
No, I mean, if you're looking for, there's plenty of good B movies to seek out if you're looking for a good laugh on the shitty production. This one isn't it.
All right. Okay. My first watch as well. Immediately, the inside of her spaceship is covered with orange shag carpet.
Yes, I forgot. Yes.
I've heard that in the past, like as a joke, like everything's shag carpet in the whatever 60s or 70s or whatever. And I've never seen that gratuitous use of shag carpet.
I mean, it was even on the table.
It's on every surface. Every surface. And the opening sequence, you're just watching her get undressed from her spacesuit as she's floating around.
Yeah.
And she seems legit. The character of Barbarella seems legitimately unaware of what's happening around her almost all the time.
Yeah, she's very ditzy.
Yeah, she's played ditzy. She's played to be a fool almost, which doesn't make sense for this world-renowned space explorer or whatever the hell she is. Like, I
didn't think about that.
You don't even know really what her purpose is. You know, oh, Barbarella, maybe one day we shall meet in the flesh.
Yeah.
Is that a sex joke? Probably.
Yeah.
And also I've heard many times about like the running joke or the I guess the trope of having the good-looking woman basically just pays for everything with sex, you know, in those movies. And it was like, you saved my life. How can I repay you? Well, we can have sex. It's like, but do you have a pill? I don't have a pill. I don't need that pill. We're just gonna do it like we used to do it on a pile of skins, furs or whatever.
Old school.
Yeah, old school. And it's like, okay, so that happens in the first scene, and or the first time she gets into trouble. And then the next time she meets another guy, she has sex with him. And the next time she meets another guy, she has sex with him. Yeah. I'm like, she must have had sex with 4 or 5 people in this movie throughout the course of the runtime.
And she almost had sex with a woman.
Yeah, that's true. She almost did. But ultimately, like, the plot didn't make fucking any sense.
No.
It didn't make whatsoever. The scientist is missing. Doesn't say why they need to find him, why it's important. Maybe it's because they want the weapon, I guess. but weapons are outlawed, and he's all the way on the other side of the fucking galaxy, so it doesn't even matter to them, you know? So she crash lands at this place. She gets a tongue box, which is supposed to help her like understand other people, and then promptly loses it and can still understand everybody throughout the whole movie. And you might be thinking to yourself, well, she already learned the language through the tongue box of this one people. She ran into like 10 other races of creatures.
Yeah.
You know, she runs into the mutants in the labyrinth. She runs into the people in the city. She runs into an angel. Doesn't have the tongue box for any of that shit. So I assumed they all speak the same language. I don't buy it. Not buying it.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm poking at this movie, which is not supposed to be taken seriously, but
Yeah.
And then what kind of aerodynamics is her spaceship?
That was a weird.
It looks like a doorstop or something, like like a bookend.
Yeah, I know. It had those 3 bubbles on it. It looked like a handle, like a door handle.
Yeah,
or something.
it's strange. But yeah, it's every time she gets, I feel like the plot really was like, we need to do something weird because we're on a spaceship, an alien space planet. We need to do something weird. We're gonna make a weird set with weird costumes. Everyone's gonna be painted weird. And by the way, tits out.
Yeah.
Tits out for Harambe.
I would say that was the most surprising part of the movie for myself.
What's
that? Nudity, because I didn't think nudity was really a thing back in the 60s. So this wasn't the 60s, right? This was the
68, I think. Yeah, 68.
Yeah.
And this was actually very soon after the Hays Code kind of dissolved and the MPAA had become a thing. So they back before, if you look through Jane Fonda's catalog, the movies that she did before this, within maybe like 4 or 5 movies past this, were just rated as approved, not rated R, rated G, or whatever. So we have the pre-code movies on the wheel. That's the code that they're talking about, the Hays Code. If you had to be approved by the code to be able to be shown in public.
Got it.
And at this point, it was all dissolved, and this movie's PG. PG,
and it shows boob.
Yes, I know, because as famously Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom kind of pushed the PG past the boundaries, and they created a PG-13 after that movie. So this was still in the age of, it was either G, a total kids movie, PG, which is like there's some
in between
risque stuff in there, and then R, which is like you got to have a parent with you.
So it's dumb.
Yeah, so so this is PG. Every new scene, they'd be like, "Oh, these poor souls are doomed to walk the labyrinth for the rest of their days," and it's like everyone's tits are out.
Yeah.
No dick.
No
dick.
No, we have to hide our shame under our pants.
Yeah, and even the point when the wannabe emperor guy who like tries to overthrow the throne, he catches her, puts her in a situation. She almost gets eaten by birds, parakeets and budgies.
That's right. Yeah, there's just a bunch of pet parakeets crawling all over.
And then she goes down the chute. She meets that guy. They have sex, new school style, not old school style. And then she gets away, and that fucking guy catches her again. It's like, oh, the things I'm going to do to you. It's like, bro, give me a break. Haven't you fuck with me enough? He's like, she's got out of like 3 of his schemes. And then he puts her in some music device that's supposed to like give her an orgasm until she dies.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Who
thought of this?
I mean, it was right before the Summer of Love. It's the year before.
I guess it was open season back then. I guess.
mean, everyone was doing everyone.
I mean, I'm not complaining. There's a time and a place for all this stuff.
There is?
Yeah, sure. But the other thing too, I thought was interesting and I actually appreciated was just how batshit crazy all the costumes were.
Yeah.
And it was like the costumes and the sets. Every new little area was like, this took a lot of time to create. Even the bed where she's about to get down with the nerd scientist in the bunker, the new school way with the pill.
Yeah.
When she's like having a freak out or whatever, he's trying to move things off of the bed, and the bed is made up of a bunch of tiny sandbags, like little red leather sandbags.
I didn't really notice that.
I'm like, what? Because he moves them out of the way. I'm like, is he like? Oh, he's trying to find his like communicator or whatever.
Oh,
yeah, and I'm like, those are removable. I thought that was the mattress. It's just a bunch of like sandbags or something. I don't know. It was so weird.
Yeah.
And it very rarely did any of like this costume design like make a whole lot of sense. Like sometimes it would just be a guy in a ratty old, sort of standard dystopian garb, leather tunic and a fucking leather shorts. And then he'd have a piece of like green or blue cellophane wrapped across his chest. And you're like, to what end? What purpose is that blue cellophane doing to you, my guy?
They were all on acid. I don't know.
So very rarely did it really land, but I at least appreciate that they committed that every new scene.
Yeah, that's a good point.
There
was a lot of commitment.
A flourish of design and a lot of risks being taken in that costume design and the set building.
Yeah.
There's at the one point there she's basically smoking a hookah with a guy in it. And they're like, what is it? Do you want some? You want a hit? What is it? Essence of man. You're like, they're smoking that guy. They're smoking that guy. He's in there like dying and they're smoking him. So
yeah,
it's like I appreciate that. And then the kill yourself chamber.
Yeah.
You can choose 3 ways to die.
Mm-hmm.
If you fail to choose, one will be chosen for you and you'll be given to Matmos.
Yeah, it was insanity.
Yeah, it's complete insanity start to finish.
You know what I really liked? What an aspect of this movie that I liked is I kind of like 60s aesthetic.
Okay.
Especially like when they it's like kind of like old Andy Warhol videos where it has like all like the trippy imagery like of like sped up lava lamps or something. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. All the like visuals.
Yeah, I really like that stuff. And there was quite a few instances where that was showed, and I thought that was cool. I really wished that there was more like actual aliens instead of humans. Because I was when I was watching this movie, I kind of was getting like a little bit of a Star Trek vibe to it. Like like this movie could have been a Star Trek episode. Like pick any Star Trek episode. This plot was probably done by that show.
Sure, yeah.
And so with that in mind, I was hoping that it could have a little bit more of a Star Trek vibe to it. But again, I mean, it's these people probably were partying and not really thinking too clearly.
Just partying.
Too clearly on that. I mean, like, it just, man, and this movie was just so long. At one point, like, I think I was like an hour into the movie. I was like, it has to be almost over. And I checked the time. I was like, I have 40 minutes left.
I feel like this could have been less than an hour, which would have been more in line with the B movie like ethos. I
think it would have been more effective on me if it was shorter. And it got me thinking though too, it is related to B movies, but unrelated to the movie itself, is that I have a greater appreciation for B movies made in the 80s. Like, for example, Deadly Spawn. Yeah. I was thinking, I had that movie in mind while watching this one and thinking how like movies like Deadly Spawn really cracked the formula of being campy while being entertaining. Like that kind of movie really found out the formula of how to be so bad it's good. And this movie, while I didn't really get the vibe that they were trying to make a bad movie, like when we were talking about modern
definitely
B
not.
movies.
Yeah, definitely not.
I didn't get that vibe, but I think that they were trying to find out that line where it could be so bad it's good, but while also being entertaining.
I don't think with this they were. I think they were just trying to make a crazy sci-fi movie.
Yeah.
Because like sci-fi, I think at the time, like Star Trek and stuff was
in vogue.
Yeah, well, I feel like the sentiment behind it was we're on another planet. You have to use vibrant colors, build these sets within the studio, so you have like a working space to work around on. Like you see all those old Star Trek episodes. It's either they're shot on location outdoors in like Utah or Arizona, to look like a desert, or they build a set with like green green soil and like purple plants and stuff like that because they're like, oh, we're on another planet. It's on Mars.
Yeah.
You know? So a couple interesting things about this. So the movie was based on a comic strip from 1962, also called Barbarella. It was originally serialized in V magazine, which I think was the same magazine that Judge Dredd was in.
Oh.
Yeah, I think so. Roger Vadim was originally, at the time this movie was produced, was Jane Fonda's husband.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's just like, yeah, my wife is hot. Let's put her in this.
Let's take her shirt off and put her in a movie.
Yeah, exactly. Originally, it was not a box office success, but eventually it was re-released in 1977 and basically was cemented its place as a cult movie, a cult classic movie.
Really?
Yeah. Let me see what we have for box office. Box office mojo.
It can't be that good.
No. Let's see here. Barbarella, 1968. Ooh. Worldwide, $1,622.
Oh my God.
There's no way that could be right.
What, did it only show in like 2 movie theaters?
I don't know. Maybe they just didn't have enough data back then or not.
Maybe.
Also, another thing that pops up is Dino De Laurentiis' name is all over the opening credits.
Yeah.
One of the most headache-inducing opening credits I've ever seen.
Yes.
Just because you do have the technology to make the letters fly across the screen like this doesn't mean you should. But they were really experimenting. Check this out. We got this new, we can control each letter individually. Let's make it fly across the fucking screen.
Groovy, man.
Yeah. So he has 194 producing credits.
Jesus.
Dude has been around forever. So I'm going to try to find some of his more famous ones. I looked through them. Tired? You okay over there?
Yes. Fine. Sorry, I didn't mean to yawn that loud.
It's okay.
That was a big one.
What was I know for sure the one that threw me for a loop and made me laugh was he was the producer for David Lynch's Dune.
What?
Which makes sense when you think about the aesthetics of this movie.
That does make sense.
And then the aesthetics of that movie.
Yeah.
Let's see here. A lot of Russian stuff, a lot of Italian stuff. Oh, Death Wish. Yeah.
Cool.
The original Death Wish.
So
King Kong, 1976.
I didn't know they had a 70s King Kong.
There's like a million of them. Flash Gordon. Halloween 2, executive producer.
Really?
Conan the Barbarian.
Okay.
Amityville 2, The Possession. Halloween 3, Season of the Witch.
Nice.
Firestarter with Drew Barrymore. Conan the Destroyer. There we go. There's Dune. Cat's Eye. Silver Bullet. Stephen King's Silver Bullet.
Yeah, shitty bullet.
Manhunter. Blue Velvet EP. Leviathan. King Kong Lives. 1986. Body of Evidence. Army of Darkness.
Wow. He really found his footing in the 70s and 80s.
U-571, Hannibal, Red Dragon, Hannibal Rising. And then he died in 2010 at the age of 91.
Rest in peace, Dino.
Yeah. Oh, Dino De Laurentiis. His name was all over it, but then when you try to find him in the credits, you have to go like multiple pages to be able to find him there. Any of the scenes that stuck out to you, Tyler, before I get into some trivia?
I thought the first instance of sex was funny because it was just he was just so nonchalant about it. He's like, I want to make love to you. It's like, okay.
What is love?
Yeah.
An angel is love.
And she's like, oh, we don't have, oh yeah. And the goddamn angel, the Pygar.
Pygar.
Yeah. Pygar, the man with no brain. He's an angel who lost the will to fly.
I knew the second that she had sex with him, I was like, watch, he's gonna fly afterwards.
Yeah.
All I needed was that puss.
Yeah, all he needed was a release, and then he was good to go. Yeah, that was a strange addition in the movie as well, which I found hilarious.
The angel?
Yeah, the angel.
Or the fact that he has sex?
Both. Like, I mean, really all of it. All of his involvement in this movie was bonkers. Yeah, and then the pill, like, why do they need to take a pill and then they just like touch hands? I mean, I don't know. It's just it
You don't like the interesting depictions of future sex in movies?
I mean, it was fascinating.
They have in the cone heads, they do sensor rings.
That's right.
And they just toss the rings on each other's heads and they just kind of vibe out. And then there was also Demolition Man.
What was in Demolition Man?
They put like a headband on and it connects to your brain, and they basically do the same thing where they put their hands up like this, and you're in your mind you're having sex with each other. Like it flashes into like visions of him having sex with Sandra Bullock.
I mean, you know what? That's not a bad idea if you want to prevent STIs.
Yeah, I think that the whole point was like you have to have a permit to have a child in the future and things like that.
Yeah, probably should have a permit to have a child now.
How elitist of you. Oh, you have to vote a certain way too to have a child, huh?
I mean, look where it's gotten us.
Well, is that the one thing that got us here? I don't think it's that.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, it's like a chicken and the egg scenario.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know.
So you're a fan of eugenics?
No.
Okay.
I'm not. But yeah.
It sounds like it.
Yeah, this movie is just
This movie's making me racist.
Yeah, this movie, just the more I think about it, you know.
Okay, I got actually a lot of trivia for this. Let's see if there's any.
There's
good
a
ones.
lot.
Yeah. Okay, so the opening sequence in the credits, Barbarella is seen floating around her spaceship while getting undressed. Jane Fonda was lying on a huge piece of plexiglass with a picture of the spaceship underneath her. It was filmed from above, creating the illusion that she was in zero gravity.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, I was thinking she was on a green screen, but I didn't realize they probably didn't have green screen back then. It was like rear projection or something like that.
Yeah.
Dildano's password, which is, I'm going to try to read this. Lonfair Pilwingen Lugurgorgon Chirwin Drobe Will Lightantis Lu Gogogogoch. It's the name of a village in Wales in the UK.
Jesus.
It's also the United Kingdom's longest place named. Of course it is.
Yeah.
The movie's missing scientist Duran Duran inspired the name of the band, of course, with Duran Duran.
How did I know?
Yeah.
I mean,
it's like, yeah, you can't even, of course. One of the guitarists for Pink Floyd, David Gilmour, was one of the session musicians who performed the movie's original score, which I have to say, one of the worst scores I've ever heard.
Sorry, David.
It does not match the movie fucking at all.
No, it does not.
I could not think about Austin Powers as I was watching it.
Yeah.
Every scene, she's in peril, and it's like, and there's no menacing sounds or anything.
Yeah, it really took me out of the movie.
Barbarella travels to the evil city of Sogo. The name is a reference to the biblical cities of Sodom and Gomorrah. That's interesting.
Creative.
Yeah. Movie's part of the Sex Kitten era of Jane Fonda's movie career. This was the movie that popularized the label for the actress. Let's see.
All right.
Jane Fonda, Sex Kitten. I'm getting put on a list after this.
I can see her like in interviews, like as she's elderly. She's like, I remember my sex kitten days.
Let's see here.
I went through a sex kitten phase.
Sex kitten is a woman who exhibits sexually provocative lifestyle or an abundant sexual aggression. The term originated around the 56. Articles of blah, 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 blah. Celebrities. Eartha Kitt. Jane Fonda. George Wallace.
See, it's gender neutral.
Mamie Van Doren.
Anyone
Mamie
can be
Van
a
Doren.
sex kitten.
Yeah, let's see here. Seeing sex kitten. Barbara is the only one that's listed on here, but I'll have to look at
Maybe
some
it's
of her
the
other
quintessential sex kitten movie.
stuff. I got plenty of Jane Fonda in this to last me a lifetime.
Nice.
Let's see here. Jane Fonda apparently speaks French, and she dubbed the French version herself.
Cool.
Ian McKellen flew to Rome to audition for the role. Although he didn't get it, he told Empire Magazine that Jane Fonda cooked him breakfast while he was waiting to do the read-through.
What a nice lady.
That's nice.
I don't know how that... Well, I guess that is technically trivia for the movie.
Yeah, sure it is. He auditioned for the movie. Stoximus and Glossina are the name of the great tyrant's nieces. They're actually names of the flies. Stoximus calcitrans is a stable fly, and Glossina is the tsetse fly. That's interesting.
Okay.
They named them after flies. They are annoying. How'd you like that doll scene?
Oh yeah, the chomping dolls.
That was creepy.
Yeah, that was those children were creepy too.
Yeah, they're
That was a very that seemed kind of like because that happened in the beginning of the movie, and when I was watching it, I was like, okay, this actually might not be half bad, and I mean, and obviously it gets progressively worse, but that scene was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. The Professor Ping, the shirtless Einstein-looking guy.
Yeah.
He was played by famous French mime Marcel Marceau, who was cast against type because he's playing this loquacious speaking role, but he was actually dubbed by a guy named Robert Ricci. So his voice still is not heard in the movie. He's a mime, so I don't think anyone knows what he actually sounds like.
Oh.
Perhaps he's like Teller from Penn and Teller.
Interesting.
Yeah. I don't know if that's really true or if he does interviews or whatever, but a number of the movie's set pieces and art direction were inspired by the MGM fantasy adventure Wizard of Oz from 1939. That makes sense.
I can see it.
Yeah, I can see a lot of it. Let's see here. Barbarella's captured mole machine and her sexual encounter with the deceased rebel's robot are both omitted from the movie. The rest of the movie is very faithful to the comic. So apparently there was more sexual encounters that were even cut out of the movie.
Okay.
Oh boy, yeah, what a movie. I actually thought it was, as a whole, it was fun, but there is just some long dragging parts in it.
Agreed.
And then they get into a new segment, new sequence, or a new area of the city, or a new whatever, and I'm like, let me guess, there's gonna be tits here. And then he walks in, it's a woman, shirtless woman, swinging from a rope or something like that in the middle of the room, and they're all like looking at her.
Yeah.
Like, how did I know?
Yeah.
How did I know?
I mean, you're gonna watch a movie called Barbarella. You're gonna expect some titties.
I didn't expect that much. You said you were surprised by the nudity.
I was, but only because it was made in 1968.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. But knowing what I know now, yeah. Not surprising.
You want to grade this thing?
Yeah. I would give this movie, unfortunately, a C.
Give it a C?
Yeah. Okay. I just there was a lot more to be desired, especially because I felt like they had all the pieces together to make a cult classic. Anyone who's calling this movie as a cult classic are out of your minds, because I don't think it's good enough to. It's not. You know what? It's not even about being good enough. It's not memorable enough to be a cult classic. Mm-hmm. It's nothing like. What? You can pick any of the garden variety of cult classics, and the only reason why they are cult classics is because they are memorable in some way. Mm-hmm. This movie, it isn't.
You don't think it's memorable at all?
Mm-mm. No, I mean, okay. I don't see myself revisiting this movie to have like a good time. I just okay. I don't know why.
Not for fun, maybe for punishment.
yeah. To
punish myself, or
to be masochistic. I'll throw on Barbarella.
Jane Fonda naked again.
Yeah, but again, we have the internet. I could just Google Jane Fonda naked.
That one outfit she has just got one plastic bra cup.
Yeah,
it's like your boob is just hanging out there.
I did like that.
Okay, easy.
But yeah, I don't think it's for me. I don't think it was memorable enough.
Okay.
So that I feel like they did again. They had all the pieces together. They just didn't know how to put them together correctly.
Okay, so C for you.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go between like a C plus or a B minus. I'm gonna go C plus. Mm-hmm. Mainly because the story is just the worst. It doesn't make any sense.
Garbage.
It doesn't hold your attention. I don't care about any of the characters.
Yeah.
The acting is really bad for just about everybody. But I gotta say that the sets and the costumes were a lot, and they were exciting, and they were fun. Even if I didn't like all the costumes, at least I was like, they were giving you something.
Yeah.
And they were really putting it all out there for those costumes and for the set design. So, For sure, time capsule movie. Very glad I watched it. I can't see myself revisiting this again, but it might be like a good background movie at a party.
Yeah, I could
again,
see
you
that.
put it on, you're like just one crazy scene after another and one costume after another. But I can't help but think that the entire movie was basically just a ploy for the director to show off his wife's body, and also just every scene, the entire script was designed to put her in a position where she could have sex with somebody and then change costumes.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. Every encounter with another man, she comes out with a new costume.
The husband was a cuckold.
Yeah, he could have been cuck.
Yeah, so
Classic cuck. So, all right. So that's Barbarella. That's it for B movie September.
Yeah.
Where do I have my drop here?
well now we get to spin the wheel.
Yeah, let me go grab that wheel here. 1 second. Actually have the music. 1 wheel, 8 slots, 3 hosts. This is the Wheel of Destiny. All right. B movie September is off the wheel. Do I have my marker? Tyler, do you have the marker over there?
No, I don't. Oh, wait.
The one back there?
No, there isn't.
Okay, well, if it lands on B movie September, we're getting out of here.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just see if I can half-ass clean it off here. Okay, yeah, that worked okay. Okay, so we've had Tyler's pick.
Yep.
We've had the cool-ass Yard Duties pick, so now it's going to be me or Joseph. And Joseph's not here, so I have a feeling if we land on one of Joseph's, we're going to spin it again because we need to get his first movie for the week,
Yeah.
if it's his. So looks like it's going to be one of mine. So we have pre-code movies and heist movies
Yeah.
from Pete. Tyler, you still have horror movies without the. Joseph has blaxploitation and IMD top 250, bottom 50, which is 201 to 250. And then cool ass Yard Duties, we have nothing on the wheel right now. So we'll give this a spin and we'll see what it lands on. Hopefully it lands on one of mine. So we don't have to respin. Hey, pre-code movies.
Man, that was the one that I've been not looking forward to this one. Because you said when you put it on the wheel that it was going to be old movies and it's going to feel like homework.
Yes, it is. So here we go. Pre-code movies. Hays Code. Okay, I'm going to give us a rating. Okay, so the Hays Code officially is the Motion Picture Production Code, which was originally as what it's officially called, was a set of guidelines adopted by the American film industry from 1934 to 1968 to self-censor films and prevent external government regulation, particularly regarding morals and sexuality. Named after William H. Hays, the head of the Industries Association, it banned explicit depiction of profanity, nudity, homosexuality, miscegenation, don't even know what the fuck that is, and crime, while mandating that films promote correct moral standards and the sympathy of the audience to be thrown to good over evil. The code was ultimately replaced by the MPAA film rating system after its influence waned due to changing social values and a court decision that granted the films more free speech protections. Cool.
Thanks,
So,
William Hays, you dick.
you fucking dick. So 1934. These are movies pre-1934.
1934?
1934. Yes.
Well, this will be interesting.
Yeah.
This will definitely broaden my horizons for sure.
Okay, so let me make sure I have my thing here.
Do you have one in mind?
I do. I just want to confirm it's right. Yes.
Scarface.
Scarface from 1932. I'm pretty sure it's the 32 version. Yeah, Howard Hawks. Okay. So we're going to be watching Scarface from 1932. Let me see if I can just watch, see if it's streaming anywhere. Okay, not streaming anywhere here. It could be on Tubi though, but I have it on Criterion.
Nice.
So I can lend it to you if you like it, Tyler.
I don't have any way to play it.
You don't have a PlayStation or an Xbox?
My Xbox doesn't have a CD drive.
Oh, you have the optical only or the digital only one?
Yeah,
What the fuck?
I know.
You don't have a computer?
It doesn't have a drive. It doesn't have a thing to put.
There's no optical drive in it?
No.
How's that possible?
I don't know how is anything
I
possible.
can't believe you've done this. You've ruined the show.
I ruined the show. You have a digital-only Xbox and you don't have an optical drive on your computer. Get the hell out of my house.
I have a Blu-ray external drive you can borrow because I had to buy it to play Cade the Tortured Crossing from Neil Breen. Because I don't have optical drive on my computer either. So next week we're gonna watch Scarface 1932.
Okay.
And what I'll do is I'll have a list of like good pre-code movies that we can choose from that might be interesting. That way you guys can read the synopsis and get an idea and pick from there. Or
I think I might look it up when I get home today and see like if I can find anything. I don't want to pick a bad one though. That's the thing. But
that's what I'm saying. I want
to find like a hidden gem or something like that.
They're all hidden to us.
Well, okay.
You just need to find.
I want to find a gem.
You just need to find a gem. I have some. Yeah, I have some options, and I have some friends on Twitter, film Twitter, that said that they're willing to come on the show and talk about the Hays Code and pre-code movies and whatnot, and hopefully they're still available.
All the grandpas in the world unite.
No, they're not old. Well, they're not old people. They're just people who prefer old movies.
Nerds.
Anyways, you got anything else, Tyler?
No, I don't.
Okay, so thank you to our cool ass yard duties over on Patreon. That's Javier, Heather, Michael, and Chris. And if you want to support us on the Patreon, you can do so at patreon.com/middleclassfilmclass, or you can just share the YouTube channel with a friend or family member. If you know anybody that's into classic film, please, and I encourage you to, or if you are into classic film, to email the show. Tell us what you like, what's great pre-1930. What year was it again?
1934.
1934. Pre-1934, pre-Hays Code movies, because we want to see some good shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this one will be the more interesting out of all the genres we've done so far.
I mean, we could just look up best picture winner of those years. You know,
that's true. Yeah,
you need to look up because the Oscars were still doing it.
They already have the
1919 or something like that. I think the original one or something like that.
1919.
Wings, I think it was called. Is that right?
Wings, yeah, that's
1927. First Oscars. Let's see here. 1929, not 19. My bad. So there's only a few movies before that, but there's got to be some. There's got to be some best pictures, enough to fill out a month at least.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll do it next week. It'll be exciting. It'll be fun. We'll learn something together.
Yes.
All right. Until next time. Thank you for joining us as we talk about Barbarella, and we commiserate over the fact that we're going to be watching a bunch of old movies next month.
Yes.
Really old movies.
Fun.
Get ready to learn something in this goddamn class.
Yeah.
Follow us on Facebook, facebook.com/MCFC podcast, and send us an email, mcfcpodcast@gmail.com.
And follow us on Instagram at Middle Class Film Class, on Twitter at Podcast MCFC, and on TikTok at Middle Class Film Class.
Thank you one more time for joining us. See you next week.
See ya.
Orange shag carpet.
Class dismissed.
I gotta get out of here.
The bell doesn't dismiss you. I dismiss you.
You're free to go.
See you next week. See you later. See you later. That's a wrap.
Great show.